Hello again, everybody. Yeah, 3 of these in a week. I must be crazy. But I did promise I was going to start sharing the books that I'm starting to read, and I can't seem to read one at a time, at least when it comes to my pagan books. This is the next book that I'm reading. It's called Tarot for Beginners. Um, the first thing we're going to talk about is her the introduction chapter. And she said that and as you know, when you go look for tarot cards, there is a super huge variety out there. Super huge variety out there. Um, and the cards, the basic meanings are universal. So pick whichever one feels right and get it. You could end up with a ton of them. I have a lot. I didn't count how many tarot decks I have because I have other divination decks. I cannot speak and pronounce words right sometimes. Divination decks. These are also oracle cards, but oracle cards are completely different monster than tarot cards. Your tarot deck has 78 cards in it. 22 are the major arcana, which is, your Fool card, your Hermit card, the Death card, which always scares everybody. Word of advice on the Death card. It's not about actual death, as in you're going to a funeral. It's about change, because death is change. Don't be scared of that card. It's absolutely silly to be scared of one card just because it has a skeleton on it. Heck, I have a ghost tarot, and that's all it's in there is ghosts. Awesome. I love it. And your major arcana are like your states of being. And they number 0, which is the Fool, to 21. Because there's 22 cards. Your minor arcana. I'm gonna make people laugh over this. Your minor arcana is your trump suit. Trumps. There's 56 cards. You're going to find that in using different cards, sometimes you're going to have different suit names. The standard suits are swords, coins, cups, wands. Okay? Those of you that use playing cards, swords translates to spades, coins translates to diamonds, cups translates to hearts, and wands translates to clubs. And your suits go from ace to 10. You know, your little card, ace to 10. You have 4 court cards: the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. And all of them represent different things, stuff you need to learn. Yes, there's no cards. The swords are your mental and your intellectual aspects of yourself, or of the person you're reading for. Cups are your emotional life and emotional state of you, which would make sense if you think about it being hearts as well. Coins is your physical and or material status, like your physical surroundings, like this stuff right here, stuff you see behind me. And wands is your career, your abilities, and your potential, what lies within you. You're gonna find that different decks sometimes call swords, coins, cups, and wands something completely differently. But that's the choice of the author and creator of the tarot deck. Your court cards from the minor arcana can represent people that you know, but it can also represent inner energies of yourself. You could use tarot to read, like for other people. You can also use it as a journey to teach yourself your pagan path, your pagan way. There's no wrong way to read. A lot of us read, how's it called? A lot of us read, we just know what our cards mean. It's just one of those things. It's like, oh, it means this is what this reading means. It might not necessarily go by anything like this says or any book you've read about tarot. I mean, it's good to know the basis. It's good to know the basic things. But a lot of us read on sheer instinct because the cards speak. And they do. You'll learn to hear them. The cards also become a way for your conscience to speak to you. So you can use that to tune your conscience in and give it something to do so it's not necessarily interfering with what it is that you're trying to do. So I'm going to start reading the first chapter of this, as well as working on basic sigil magic. You might get the first chapter of the candle book next, or the first chapter of the rune book. Because as I said, I tend to jump around in my pagan books. Enjoy. Have a great time. Starting with the first chapter, whatever cards it happens to be, I will bring out my decks, a couple of them, and show you what they look like. So you can see what I mean by different artists' interpretations of what they are. And maybe I'll just pick one of my decks and I'll be like, here's this one, and here's this one, and here's this one, and here's this one, and explain to you a little bit how I feel about my cards. But I haven't decided yet. Have a good day, guys. Learn lots. Peace be with you.